The theme for Humble Bundle number 12 is PC and Android, which means all the games that you purchase will also be playable on Android devices. Without further ado, let's get into the games. Tetra Bot Co is an indie puzzle platformer developed and published by Swing Submarine, the same guys who developed Blocks That Matter. Tetra Bot Co is very much like a spiritual successor to Blocks That Matter, featuring similar ideas and mechanics. You control Psychobot, a small robot whose goal is to explore the inside of various Tetra Bots around the world and help to repair them. On Steam, it has 147 reviews, of which 98% are positive, and it's scored 72 out of 100 on Metacritic. The common theme amongst critic reviews is that Tetra Bot Co's main selling point is how challenging the puzzles become, much more so than Blocks That Matter. A solid indie puzzle game which you'll definitely get your money's worth from if you're a fan of the genre. Titan Attacks is very much a Space Invaders clone, however a very modern and fleshed out one at that. Developed by Puppy Games, the guys behind Revenge of the Titans, the popular arcade tower defense game, with 94% of the 586 reviews on Steam positive for the game. If you found any enjoyment from the original Space Invaders, then you can be sure to get your money's worth from Titan Attacks. It doesn't change the gameplay very much, it just adds various power-ups and boosts, while keeping the core mechanics and gameplay the same. One of the weaker titles in this bundle, but not a bad game all the same. The Inner World is a 2D point-and-click adventure game developed by Studio Fizbin. Recommended highly for gamers with children, The Inner World features gameplay similar to other point-and-click adventures such as The Secret of Monkey Island and The Book of Unwritten Tales. Praised mainly for its cutesy art style and intriguing character design, the consensus seems to be that it's not a must-have title, but fans of the point-and-click genre shouldn't be disappointed. It has a Metascore of 72 out of 100, with an even split between mixed and positive reviews. VVVV is a very well-known hyper-difficult indie platformer by Terry Kavanagh, creator of Don't Look Back and Super Hexagon. With overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam and a Metascore of 81 out of 100, 6Vs is definitely worth your time if you don't mind dying over and over and over again. With high praise from sites such as Destructoid saying the best platformer I've played to date, although that was back in 2011, and Edge magazine calling it a pedantic classic, if you somehow haven't acquired this game at this point, 6Vs is a game definitely worthy of your time. All of the aforementioned games can be available for as little as 1 cent, however you must pay $1 or more to receive Steam keys. I must mention too that the Humble Bundle is obviously for charity, so I urge you to pay as much as you can afford rather than being a cheapskate. Costume Quest is a cute role-playing game developed by Double Fine, creators of other very popular games such as Psychonauts, Brutal Legends, Stacking and Broken Age. You play as a group of children on Halloween, going door to door, trick-or-treating and defeating evil monsters along the way. Suitable for gamers of all ages, and with 93% of reviews on Steam being positive, Costume Quest is a fun adventure RPG worthy of your time, or if not, at least to pad out your backlog. It's also worth mentioning the sequel, Costume Quest 2, came out in October 2014, so if you're interested in picking it up, definitely check out the prequel first to see if it's to your fancy. Ironclad Tactics is a strategy card game by Zachtronics which takes place in an alternate history civil war. With a Metascore of 69 and only 64% of Steam users rating the game as positive, at its usual price of £10.99, it'd usually be a miss. However, as it's surrounded by other strong games in this bundle, don't let one dodgy egg turn you away. It's widely considered by critics as not bad, just different. Worth a look if it's your sort of thing, if not however, it's probably one to stay away from. Costume Quest and Ironclad Tactics can be purchased along with all the aforementioned games for beating the average price of the bundle, which is currently sat at $4.60. However, it may have changed by the time you view this video, so make sure to check out exactly how much before you purchase. Shadowrun Returns is the final game in this bundle, and in my opinion, the strongest. Developed by Harebrained Schemes, Shadowrun Returns is a turn-based isometric RPG set in a cyberpunk universe. With a variety of class traces and dialogue options, it's a worthy title in the Shadowrun franchise. Some have called it a little simplistic for an isometric RPG, and there's no doubt it's quite linear. However, for someone looking for a unique storytelling experience with interesting characters and a detailed world, Shadowrun Returns is a worthy choice. Shadowrun Returns is available along with all of the prior games for $10. Overall, the bundle is a solid choice, and I feel Shadowrun Returns and Costume Quest justify paying the $10 alone. All the other titles are a bonus. If you already own Costume Quest and Shadowrun Returns and are on a budget, this bundle may be one to stay away from. More games are likely to be added to the bundle at a later date, so when more games are added, you can expect an update video informing you guys of exactly what games have been added to the bundle and if you should purchase them or not.